Hello dear students, our topic today is gap filling. It is an exercise in which words are removed from a text and replaced with spaces. You have to match the given sentences with the gaps in the text. Actually, the best advice here would be to read a lot in advance before taking part in an Olympiad. But still, there are other ways to make doing this type of exercise easier. First, you need to read all your options and decide what each of them expresses.
Our example contains the following options. But you won't tell anyone else, will you? Good riddance. I know, but what should I do? It really is. Just between you and me. Just tell me, for goodness sake. Of course not. Oh dear. Rumor has it. Well, don't be. Well, it's sort of difficult really. Well, that's the problem, I can't really. You should decide what they express. For instance, but you won't tell anyone else, would you? Means asking to keep a secret. Good riddance expresses relief at being free of something unwanted, and so on.
Then, carefully read the sentences before and after each gap and work out what function the missing sentences must have.
Let's look at the first gap. Can I tell you something? Gap. Of course you can. Probably this one is connected with keeping secrets, and we've got two relevant options. But you won't tell anyone else, will you? And just between you and me. We choose just between you and me, as another one would be better used after telling a secret.
Make your decisions, not necessarily in order. After filling most of the gaps, you may be able to work by a process of elimination.
Imagine you filled all the gaps but for one, the second, and you have only three options left. Good riddance, rumor has it, and, well, it's sort of difficult really. Let's read the sentences. Of course you can. Gap. I mean, I found something out sort of by accident, and I'm really worried about it, but I'm embarrassed about how I found out about it. The author wants to emphasize embarrassment, and the best choice here is, well, it's sort of difficult really.
Finally, when you have made all your decisions, read through your completed text to make sure it makes sense.
Can I tell you something, just between you and me? Of course you can. Well, it's sort of difficult really. I mean, I found something out sort of by accident and I'm really worried about it. But I'm a bit embarrassed about how I found out about it, so I don't know who to tell. You'll think I'm terrible, but you're my best friend and everything. Just tell me, for goodness sake. Well, all right, but you won't tell anyone else, will you? Not yet anyway. Of course not. Well, you know my brother Anthony. Well, I accidentally overheard that he's thinking of packing everything in and bombing off somewhere. It seems he finds everything here incredibly tedious, and he seems to have got it into his head that he wants to go off to America to try to be an actor or something equally stupid. And I don't think he should go, he's only 17. Oh dear, have you had a word with him about it? Well, that's the problem, I can't really. You see, when I said I overheard what he said, well, it was more like I had a bit of a skim through his diary while he was away for the weekend. Oh, Emma, that's terrible. I know, but what should I do? Well, the last thing you should do is do anything, especially talk to him about it. More than anything, you should feel terribly ashamed of yourself. Poking your nose into someone else's diary is despicable. It really is. But I'm really worried. Well, don't be. People write all sorts of things in their diaries they don't really mean. Just be a bit nice to him for a while.
Please don't forget to do the exercise in Google Classroom. Thank you for watching and goodbye.